was completed sometime in February, March, or April of 2017. So when the Premier said that the previous administration knew about it and did nothing, that is not true. Because how you can do something if you're investigating a matter, right, and the report is not delivered until after you're out of that place. So the person who inherited the report are the persons who have to act on it. And that was 2017, and we've gone through all of 2018.
Right.
It wasn't until the 2017 audit, right, that they decided to go and find this agreement, and they didn't find it, and then a decision was Revenue Control decided to push for a legal resolution, and that was when, I guess, Beaches was written to, right, and that's when the whole thing started. But I have some figures here. For example, this is the audit for 17, 18. The date of completion or this report was November 30th, 2018, right? And it has the numbers going back from 2014. The total arrears of revenue was 15 plus million. In 2015, it was 17 something plus million. And then, I don't know what happened in 2016, it went down to $12 million. But by the end of 2018, it's $164 million.
Wow.
Right? And that has something to do with those penalties.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So, those are issues that we have to deal with.
All very important for us to understand. There are people weighing in on Facebook. Someone just now said that they're glad that you pointed those things out. So I again want to thank you for taking the time to walk us through all of that. And of course, making your position very clear. I'm glad that you made reference to the letter, your letter, because of course people are left wondering, okay, it seems as though everyone was on the same page. Now people are on different pages. Who really means what? So thank you for clearing all of that up and making sure that our listening audience understands where you were coming from. I think some missteps happened throughout the years, clearly. And at this point, we just need to make sure that they always say hindsight is 20/20, but there are certainly things that have happened in the past that we cannot allow to happen moving forward. And we can't just, these gentlemen's agreements, they have to have been a thing of the past, you know.
Well, actually, technically speaking, they're totally illegal because...
Well, that as well.
Because only the legislation, only the Parliament could make laws relating to taxation.
Absolutely.
So they were, even cabinet can't. So technically speaking, subsequent governments dropped the ball.
Right.
That is something everyone should just admit.
And I think that's what's so alarming to the general public as well, because as you mentioned, I think if we go back, we're talking 20-some years of no one really ever taking this in hand and saying, okay, what is really going on here? What is the agreement? Where is it? What is on the books? And how do we now make sure that this isn't a long-standing issue, which it now has become? And so 2017, I guess, was the time when someone made it clear that there's been
what actually happened is the audit, because politics and the public service is supposed to be separated.
Of course.
Okay? So audit and the Revenue Control reported the matter to the Attorney General, and then the Attorney General decided to take action. That's the way it happened.
And that's the way it should happen.
So I don't believe that. I think it's disingenuous for the Premier or anyone to say, well, it happened under other government, they didn't do anything about it, but we're going to do anything about it. It's not really in their hands, right? It's a legal matter now, and it supersedes politics.
Absolutely.
It goes to the legal, there's three branches of government. There's the executive, the legislative, and the judiciary. So essentially it's bounced over to the judiciary, right? The AG has no control, no option but to report the matter to the DPP.
Sure.
So it's not that the politicians are behind pushing it. They would wish this had never happened. And maybe part of the reason why it happened because there's a perception, rightly or wrongly, that the current government have a very, very close relationship to Stewart, right? One that is perhaps beyond just pure business. I don't know if that's the case or not, but that is the perception.
Yeah, it is the perception. It is the perception. We'll walk away from that right there. That is the perception, though I'm sure we all know that. We're a bit over our time, but I would ask you guys, if you're still hanging in with us on Facebook Live, to keep hanging in with us, because I just want to pose 2 more questions to these gentlemen before they leave. One thing that I did want you guys to address for us,